Hello everyone and welcome back to the Beginner's Crafting and Gathering Guide to level 80 then to 50 million gil. So we just hit level 71 with crafters. I'm gonna show the gear that I melded. It's a level 61 NQ set. Just pause the video if you wanna copy the gear. I also link an Ariala link in the video description. The thing about Ariala link though, don't only use it to copy the melts, don't look at the stats because the Ariala page doesn't have HQ, or only have HQ gear, doesn't have NQ gear, so the stats show differently, don't trust that. For the stats, just look at the video. It's 1425 craftsmanship, 1456 control. Without food. I melded just enough CP to do the macro properly, and the rest I did control so we reach high enough collectability with the macro, which I will show in a minute. If you can't craft the gear yourself, you can buy them here in the Crystarium markets. If you go to the Armorer, Trade Craft Gear, you can buy the left side here. As soon as you reach the Crystarium. For, not Arms Merchant. For the tools, you go to Tool Supplier. This is the Armorer. There is also a tool supplier around here, I think, down here. There is also Culinarian vendor as well. There is material supplier as well you can get. There is a Culinarian vendor here as well that sells this NQ Blood Bola base. That's the food we're gonna be using from now on. Alright, now for the level 70 Ishgard Hanin macro. Let's do it. We need to pop food actually. NQ Blood Bola base, and now our stats are 476 CP, 1425 craftsmanship, 1507 control. Macro number 1. Alternatively, you can also use commanding T that increases your control further, and FC buff that also increase your control, but it's not that necessary. I think we're hitting really good amount of collectability with this macro anyway. Almost 3,000 there. I'm done. Let's do one more. Oops. Okay. Well, that was good condition, so it ended up 100%. Oh well. So yeah, this is what we are gonna be doing until level 80. There is also the Crystarium hand-ins. And still you can do custom deliveries every week for more XP. As well as Grand Company dailies still, those are also still an option. Namazu is not an option after 70. Look how much XP this gives though. That is insane. So if you're watching this video when there's patch 5.3, if you're watching this video in the future, there will be a new beast tribe for crafters. You can also do that to level to 80. There are so many options, it's so easy to level up, it's insane now. It's actually the reason why I don't bother with HQ gear for this guide, because you level so fast, it's not worth crafting HQ. And speaking of materia, you can retrieve grade 6 materia 100% of the time, so it shouldn't be an issue. Also visit other servers in your data center to see if materia are cheaper there before you buy them. Or you can also get them yourself with yellow scripts when you do custom deliveries and collectibles. So once you've done the level 73 trials in the story, I'm not gonna mention it because spoilers reason. After the trials is completed, you complete the main story quest and there will be this quest, the crystalline mean. At level, you need to be level 70 crafter or gatherer to do it. These basically replace your class quests for crafters and gatherers. There is one for fisher, one for miner and botanist, and 3 for all of the 8 crafter classes. So you have to choose which crafter class to do it as. So for example, one of them is leatherworker and carpenter included. So you have to pick one, you can't do it for both. They give insane amount of experience if you hand in HQ. And I'm gonna show you me doing the crafts so you can follow the rotation. I mean, you can just ignore this and just level with the Ishgard hand-ins, but this is also give you materia and it's story related as well. So each facet is different. This one is for miner and botanist, this facet. This one, Lola, is for blacksmith, armorer, goldsmith. Frithrik is for fisher. And Bethrik is for alchemist, culinarian. And Theuna is for weaver, leatherworker and carpenter. I highly recommend that you pick up weaver or leatherworker because those are the rarest materials. Not rarest, but you know, more annoying materials. So you just talk to them and they require items to hand in. You get a lot of yellow scripts as well. It will help you unlock all of the master recipes as well, just like custom deliveries. So I highly recommend to do it. I will show you a rotation soon. Alright, this facet is unlocked. I'm choosing Weaver to do this for this facet one. So under story recipes, Crystarium, there is Crystarium Deliveries. This one is level 70. Alright, we start with Reflect. This one is easy because we're already 74 from doing those few Ishgard hand-ins. Once you do Reflect, do Manipulation. And then Innovation. And do like 5 or 6 Prudent Touches, it should be enough. And then Bairagot, Great Strides Bairagot's Blessing. And just spam Careful Sense to finish the craft. HQ. Easy peasy, we just need one more. It's quick anyway. The next one is level 73 and so on. 5 crafts, just like class quests from 60 to 70. These ones are giving a lot of yellow scripts as well, which is good. So let's hand it in. There is all of them. Over 9 million XP. That will get me 594 yellow scripts as well. Deliver. Ooh, level 75, and they give you also manuals, crafting manuals to use, which increases your XP when you craft. Esteem level increased. So now we can do the next delivery. Well, there's a couple dialogues and story in between as well. Feel free to pay attention to it if you are interested. The next one is this one. I'm gonna show you that as well. Alright, pretty much the same rotation. Reflect. Innovation. Sorry, manipulation, and then innovation. Prudent touches. Great strides, Barra God's blessing. Careful synthesis. I'm almost to level 76 doing this, including the materials that I needed. Now you level so fast, it's so insane. That's all of them. 720 yellow scripts. Almost 14 million XP. So do this for all your crafters. Well, all facets. Choose one crafter of your pick, whichever you like for each facet. And now for the level 75 craft, we also just learned Delicate Synthesis, which is a really broken ability. It increases both quality and progress with only 32 CP cost. I'm using the same gear as I did when I showed you the Ishgard hand-in macro, and I showed the gear. Still using the Blood Bulla base NQ, of course. So the rotation changes slightly. Reflect still is the same. Manipulation, innovation, 5 delicate synthesis, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 is enough. 4 is really enough. Then great strides, Byra God's blessing, careful synthesis, 1 or 2. 1 or 2 careful synthesis. You can make this, it's a really short rotation, so you can just make it a macro yourself if you want. These are not many crafts, it's just like 4 facets, 3 or 4 facets that need the same, so it's... For me, it's not worth the hassle making a macro, because you're not gonna do this for too long. There is this as well. Same difficulty of recipe. It's gonna need it for a quest coming after I hand in these. 800 yellow scripts and almost 18 million XP. I need to spend some yellow scripts, I almost capped. There are script exchanges around the area, but you can't use them because I haven't done the Shadowbringer story. So be sure to do the story while you're leveling your crafters as well. Alright, now that we have free space for yellow scripts, let's hand it in. Now we are level 77. You also get grade 6 materia for doing these as well. Also, I wanna mention the reusability. So when you reach 100% quality bar, there's around 30% chance reuse will proc. So if it procs and you have enough CP for it, you can use it. You will get one of the materials back that you use for the craft. What material you get back is fixed for each recipe. Each recipe, the game developers just put one of the materials that you use. It's not up to you or up to RNG. It's just one type of material. Usually it's the top material, but it's not always the case. Alright, level 78 one. Pretty much the same rotation. Reflect. Manipulation. Innovation. 5 delicate synthesis. And then great strides by the God's blessing. Still CP left over. Look at that XP gain, damn. What? We're level 79, one more level to go. And to get to level 80, I'm doing the Grand Company dailies, as I've recommended doing Grand Company dailies since the beginning of the guide. And look at this. Almost 29 million XP. This is insane. Ooh. Now I just need few crafts and I'm level 80. Alright, now that we are level 80, let's craft the level 80 first set, which is the item level 430 set. Let's start with the chest piece, because once we craft the chest piece, the ones after that will become really much easier as you increase your stats, right? So let's start. Reflect. Manipulation. Now we have to use ingenuity because the recipe level is higher than our level. So ingenuity, innovation, then do 4 delicate synthesis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do ingenuity again, innovation again, another delicate. 1 more delicate. Great strides by the God's blessing. Then just finish the craft with the careful synthesis. So easy peasy. That's our jacket made. Let's equip it right away. Now we have much increased stat. Okay, so now we crafted and equipped the new chest piece. Let's make the pants. I also made the macro of the rotation I just used, just to make it more convenient for you. So let's do it as the macro. Reflect, manipulation, ingenuity, innovation, 4 delicate synthesis. That's 3. That's 4. Ingenuity. Innovation. I stick the final appraisal there, so when you get to higher craftsmanship, in case it finishes the craft, to avoid that. Otherwise, this is the usual 2 delicate synthesis. Okay, next macro. Great strides by the gods, and then the careful synthesis. %94 NQ, look at that. It will happen, don't get discouraged. I mean, you can always also HQ materials and if you want to deal with it. Now it was 100% because good condition, nice. Pants made. Alright, now that's even more increased stats. So continue crafting the whole set, the whole 430 set, and after that in the next video we will continue working towards the facet gear, the facet set. Let me just show you quickly on the market board. of crafting and gathering. Yeah, facet, trousers, and so on. Item level 460 for crafters. The one we are working on with this rotation is 430. So we craft this first, meld in a cheap way, so that we get the stats to craft a facet, and that will be in the next video. After that, that's pretty much will be the end of the guide. Future updates to rotations and macros will be obviously provided on my YouTube channel, and I'll make new macros and stuff live on Twitch when recipes come out. But that will be that part. Alright, just to show you an example for the miner and botanist gatherer Crystarium delivery facet as well. The fisher one is also different. I will link in the video description all the location and what you need to get the fish required as well. I made guides for them when it first came out, so I'll just leave that in the video description for you. So we complete the quest just like the crafter one to unlock the facet of gathering. Crystarium Deliveries. Just like crafter, if you hand in HQ, you will gain more XP and gather yellow scripts. So this will help you unlock the folklore books for Shadowbringers, and if you want to unlock Stormblood and Heavensward as well. But focus on Shadowbringers books first. So the animal trace, it will tell you now. So she requires to get animal trace. If you go to your gathering log, or you can just check it from here. Right click or press square. Oh, you can't do that? I thought you could. Oh, never mind. Anyway, just go to your gathering log. It should be under level 71 or 70. Yeah, it's under 70 animal trace. It's in Amarang, the inn at Journey's End. So we are at the end of Journey's Head. Just use the Lady of the Land to find it. I haven't got flying unlocked yet, but it should be easier with flying unlocked. I also melded level 71 NQ set, just like I did with Crafter. Just crafted level 71, and the melds are the same way as previously with the level 61 set. So just copy those melds, and you should be good to go. So combine this Crystarium deliveries with your collectibles to level up. There is the animal trace. We have 100% and maximum chance to get HQ of them. So the rotation I use for HQ is Unearth and Bountiful Harvest too, which I haven't unlocked yet. You need to do the level 68 botanist or miner quest to unlock it, which I highly recommend. I'm gonna do this after I record this video, but just pretend this is Bountiful Real 2 I'm using. So just use that and gather.